Just wanted to talk, that's all.
How's it going, everybody? Welcome back. Welcome back. I should say welcome for the first time, if this is your first time on my other channel. If you're watching this episode live, you are one of the most hardcore of fans, not only of the Yankees, but of Pinstripe Territory. For those of you watching later on Pinstripe Territory, I'm sure everything seems normal to you, but we're doing this show live from my backup channel, Derek Unplugged. And the reason is because we are in live stream YouTube jail. Yesterday, we did a bit that I do sometimes when the team is playing particularly poorly, where we show a clip from the movie Jaws, where the chief shoots the shark and it blows up. And instead of the shark, we have a Yankees logo blowing up. But apparently there's a gun in the scene, and you're not allowed to show guns on the live stream for YouTube, so we are in temporary live stream jail. I talked to YouTube today. They're getting it straightened out. It might be a day or two. But for the time being, we will be live streaming on this channel, and then we will migrate the podcast over to Pinstripe Territory as a video when it's done. But back to business. Yankees finally win one today. Dom D says it's ridiculous. I 100% agree. YouTube's, the way they do stuff sometimes, just absolutely mind-boggling. But Val and NY says, can we play the Twins every week? Hey, just a reminder, since this is a backup channel, we might be here for a few days. Go ahead and subscribe so you don't miss it in case we go live from this channel over the next couple of days, live streaming. But this is where we'll be. And then in the future, probably, I don't know, sometime this winter, maybe even sooner than that, I'm planning on launching a podcast on this channel that just talks about other stuff, different topics, a lot of tech stuff, movies, all that stuff, but kind of a rundown thing like we do now, or different topics or whatever. But anyway, let's get to the recap.
Let's get it going.
So yeah, we had Cody Bellinger getting things started with a home run number 21 on the season. OPS hanging in there over 800 on the season. Looking at it right now, it is at 814. So we wondered before the season whether this guy would be able to bounce back and become the player that he was a couple of years ago when he won Comeback Player of the Year for the Cubs. And he has done that. He has definitely done that. After a really slow start, remember he was battling some back issues early on, and then he got food poisoning from some chicken. I believe it was in Chicago. But he is back with a vengeance, now hitting .272 with 21 home runs. That RBI tonight, number 67. So you got to figure 25 home runs, 85 RBIs at minimum if he maintains his current pace. I mean, he could get up to 28 or 29, maybe even 30 home runs if he gets hot. And he's hitting for a decent average. He's one of the only guys on the team that will shorten up his stroke to try and avoid a strikeout. I love the guy. I got to say, pay that man his money.
Pay that man his money.
If the Yankees want him back, it might be a good idea to offer him an extension now that makes sense. But I'm not sure he'll take one. He obviously has an agent that is notorious for getting the top dollar, even if it means holding guys out. And as Terrence mentioned in our previous show, when you've got Kyle Tucker out there on the market and he's getting all these offers, the backup for those guys, for teams that miss out on Tucker, likely to be Cody Bellinger. So he's going to get paid if he stays healthy. Stanton also went deep tonight. Big home run for him. Opposite field, home run number 11. Giancarlo Stanton very quietly having his most consistent offensive season for the Yankees in a while since he's been back. We look at the numbers. Oh, come on. The thing is not showing up. He is hitting .281. And I can show it now. Hang on just a second. He is hitting .281 on the season. He has got 11 home runs. He has got 31 RBIs. He has got a .910 OPS, .362 on-base percentage. And tonight, he did it as a right fielder, right? He did it as a right fielder, as we see him making a catch there on the highlight reel. But I'm surprised that he has been able to, play in the outfield and thus far remain healthy. Ben Rice followed up back-to-back, belly-to-belly. Monster shot for him, home run number 17 on the season. And as fun as these home runs are, and the Yankees did 4 of them tonight, all solo shots, all right? All solo shots. against a team that raised the white flag in July. Okay? So while it was fun and we're wearing the fun hat, the victory hat, I just wanted to set expectations that this isn't going to work against good teams. Okay? You have got to find ways to score runs. You might notice the next hitter after the back-to-back home runs was Jazz Chisholm, by the way. He tried to bunt and couldn't get it down. Right? So Twins got on board with a home run from Buxton, another home run from Larnack. That knocked Warren out of the game. He had a really good start. We'll talk more about him. We'll spotlight him in just a minute. Yankees tacked on RBI singles from Grisham and Judge. Grisham continues to swing the bat really, really well. He is now hitting .245, but with a .810 OPS. Judge with the RBI. RBI number 87 for Judge on the season. Tip of the cap to the captain. And then Jazz tacked one on, solo home run, and the Yankees take game one of the series.
Ball game over. Yankees win. Yankees win.
We got some comments here.
You're a winner.
Big Boss Baby Bomber says Yankees K'd more than 8 times to their pitcher. Yankees K'd 12 times tonight. Matthews struck out 9, Krisky struck out 1, and Ramirez struck out 2. So the Yankees continue to strike out at an astronomical rate and hit home runs at an astronomical rate. We're going to talk a little bit about Clint Frazier and his comments on his podcast, his evaluation of Aaron Boone and the Yankees organization, how a lot of things seem to be quote-unquote predetermined. But yeah, the strikeouts and home runs, it's just a boring brand of baseball. Wasn't it so much more fun when they rallied with a few hits and they hit some base hits with guys in scoring position? Isn't that more fun, right? Home runs are great, but solo shots, they're not going to win you a ton of games. You've got to be able to put rallies together. But today, we do have a award to give out, and that is the belt winner for the evening. First ever belt winner here on Derek Unplugged instead of Pinstripe Territory, but Will Warren. Will Warren, outstanding outing, pitched into the 7th inning, and we're going to talk more about him in a second, but overall putting together a really solid year. 7-5, 4.34 ERA. He's now thrown 122 and a third innings. He's got 140 strikeouts on the season. 26 years old, young starter. I think obviously having him penciled into the rotation next year is a good thing. He's going to improve. I think the strikeout numbers are going to continue to climb as he gets more confident. I like that he was attacking the zone tonight, but let's go ahead and highlight him in our pitcher spotlight.
Pitcher spotlight.
So it seems like his biggest problems tend to come in the first inning. And tonight, it was nice and easy. Struck out 2 of the first 3, then struck out the side in the second inning. And you're thinking, all right, he should be able to handle the Twins. And he did. He only threw 85 pitches tonight, but 60 of them were strikes. He was really pounding the strike zone. He had a ton of movement. He retired 11 straight at one point. He was cruising until he served up that home run to Buxton. Hung a slider. Buxton creamed it. And then Larnack got him with another hanger. But overall, he ended up having a really strong outing, 6 2/3 innings, 3 hits, 2 runs, both of them earned, no walks, which I love, and 7 strikeouts. Love the 0 walks. Really solid performance. And welcome to everybody who's just joining us. Yes, the Pinstripe Territory will be back. Virginian says, no more Pinstripe Territory, Derek? You had to have found the channel by watching the video and the post that I put up there. I mean, we got into live stream jail for YouTube. We'll be back up on Pinstripe Territory in a day or two, hopefully live streaming. But for now, we're going to live stream here and put the videos up afterwards on Pinstripe Territory. So to everybody who's joining, appreciate it. Please subscribe to this channel so you don't miss anything the next few days. Garrett Cole. I was encouraged to hear that he was throwing, that he has begun throwing. I was discouraged to learn that he is sporting a mustache. It looks ridiculous. But yeah, threw for the first time since Tommy John surgery. No word on whether or not Rafael Devers launched one 500 feet off of him. I think best case scenario, he's back early next year, but I don't think that we should expect him to be 100% until his arm is completely back, which might not be April, May. It might be mid-season, right? I mean, look what's happened to Sandy Alcantara with the Marlins. I mean, this is a guy who has some of the best stuff in the league, was a Cy Young Award winner, and is in his 20s, and he has struggled to come back. So this isn't by no means a guarantee that he's going to come back full strength. Last year, obviously missed some time with the edema, 8-5, 3.17 ERA. 15-4 the year before that, 2.63 ERA, won the Cy Young. He had the Tommy John surgery in March. Apparently it was the brace procedure. Now he will be turning 35 in September. I believe it's September 8th. So he'll be pitching next year at age 35 for most of the season. And you just wonder how he's going to respond. I don't mean to be a downer or the guy who doubts him. But, you know, what we're seeing right now is the domino effect of not having a guy that you count on in your rotation. You know, Garrett Cole being out all season has put a ton of stress on the bullpen because there are innings that the starting pitchers are not getting every fifth day, right? A friend of mine was joking that the Yankees should sign some kind of nobody knuckleballer who can just throw 9 innings every fifth day and eat up those innings, and you take it on the chin. I mean, you might win one once in a while, you might lose some games, but you'll at least save the bullpen. And for a minute, I was like, man, that's not an outrageous idea. Just it's the right intentions. I mean, it obviously wouldn't work, but anyway, a lot of us were excited that that Garrett Cole would be leading a staff that included, you know, Max Fried and Carlos Rodon, who had a resurgent year last year. Well, now we got to look for that trio next year and hope that Fried recovers and, you know, pitches like the guy he did for the first half of the season and not the guy who wore down. And Rodon, I mean, you know, he has not put together a full season of dominance with the Yankees yet. So I think what we'll probably look for next year is more of the same, but hopefully Garrett Cole being back can ease the pressure on everybody a little bit. Let's talk about Clint Frazier's podcast. You know, I happened to listen to it, and there's a couple of clips going around where he talks about what's wrong with the Yankees. He didn't say anything that we didn't already know. I mean, he talked specifically about Aaron Boone and how he makes out a lineup that the analytics people also make out a lineup, and then they basically reconcile the two lineups and then decide on a final lineup. That's something we already knew, and that's why people call Aaron Boone a puppet. Would I prefer a more consistent lineup? Of course I would. But in this day and age, with so many guys injured and rotating in and out of spots, nobody really playing 162 anymore, you just don't see a lot of teams where they play every single day. And honestly, I have no issue optimizing the lineup. My issue is that players like Clint Frazier come up to the major leagues and have no idea how to get a bunt down or how to hit a cutoff man. You know, Clint talked a lot about Boone, but did he mention how many times he overthrew the cutoff man? You know, how many times was he trying to go home and he overthrew the cutoff man, the catcher, all the way to the backstop? I remember it a number of times, right? How come none of our minor leaguers, with the exception of Jason Dominguez, who has also been suspect a few times, are above average base runners? You know, and Volpe's okay as a base runner. He's had some bonehead plays too, but he doesn't get on base enough really to utilize it. The game is always going to change. I've come to grips with that, but what I can't come to grips with is a lower standard of baseball excellence, which the Yankees have now had since 2018. Coincidentally, the time when Boone took over, I felt like at least under Girardi there was some accountability and good fundamental baseball. Now, was he the perfect manager? No. Didn't love the way he handled bullpens. Didn't love that a lot of stuff was by the binder. But since Boone has come on board, I feel like things have gotten worse, and I feel like that was like Cashman's final chess piece in a misguided modernization of the organization. And I do agree with Clint Frazier on one thing, which is that, you know, even if Boone was gone, I can't see things changing because we're just going to see Boone 2.0. But anyway, Yankees won tonight, so I don't want to rant too much, but that's kind of where I stand on the Clint Frazier thing. Let's take some voicemails. All right, so we got a voicemail here from Brian.
What's going on, Derek? Just wanted to say a couple things real quick. First off, great game from Will Warren. Exactly what this team honestly needed. A starting pitcher to honestly step up, go deep into a game, throw a quality outing. Just big-time stuff. Go figure it'd be from a rookie pitcher that no one really expected to do shit this year. B, this team needs more players like Cody Bellinger. Dude's an absolute baller, can play multiple positions, hits for average, isn't just swinging for home runs. The home runs come when you make good contact. So, dude's been a baller. We need more of those than just boppers or guys
100%.
trying to play more than what they actually are. Play within yourself. We need more guys like that. And the last thing is, this is probably one of the best lineups that we've had all year, from leadoff to catcher, benching Wells. All around, this is probably one of the better lineups.
I'm going to go ahead and agree with you there. He keeps going for a little bit, but yeah, the lineup tonight I thought was better for sure. And I'm glad to see that we were able to handle business against the Twins. That's something that you just come to expect as a Yankee fan. They handle the Twins pretty well.
Hey Derek, how you doing? Frank Lopez here. Sorry, it's been a while. It's been atrocious watching these Yankee games. So I don't know if you've probably seen or spoke of already about the Clint Frazier interview that's out there at the moment. And that proves what I was always thinking about. Because nobody could be that dumb, especially when you grew up in the game. Like, for example, Boone, he grew up in a family of baseball players. And the mistakes he's been doing in the lineup is like, wait a minute, this doesn't make any sense. If he's an actual true baseball player and he knows the game, he knows a lot of this stuff is wrong.
100%. And the fact that you need committees to put together a lineup, I mean, it feels like there's too many cooks in the kitchen, right? And it goes to that thing that we've been talking about, how there's no feel, right? I mean, a manager has got to be able to look at the lineup and look at the players he has available and say, this guy is seeing the ball really well. He's swinging the bat well. He's feeling good. He's confident right now. I'm going to play him. I'm going to put him in the best position to succeed. Instead, a lot of times we see guys get the day off. And unfortunately, that's become kind of a joke with the Yankees and with Boone, but it is what it is. All right, quick word from HelloFresh, then we're back to wrap it up, and I'll get this thing up on Pinstripe Territory for the rest of the folks who couldn't make it.
We have a little breaking news on HelloFresh. We've talked about them for a long time, but this summer they have their biggest menu upgrade yet. Ready for this, Todd Father?
Talk to me.
They have doubled their menu. Doubled. Now you can choose from 100 options each week, including new seasonal dishes and recipes from around the world. 100 options per week.
That's incredible. But to start out, what they had before was absolutely perfect. Now to add even more for your go guys like me. I got baseball in the morning. I got baseball afternoon, all day, every day. I need something to get going. I need something to eat, and it's absolutely delicious, Scott.
That's right, Todd Father. The best way to cook just got better. Go to HelloFresh.com/FT10FM right now to get 10 free meals plus a free item for life. 1 per box with active subscription. Free meals applied as discount on a first box. New subscribers only. Varies by plan. That is HelloFresh.com/FT10FM to get 10 free meals plus a free item for life.
All right. Hopefully we still got 2 people up on here. Let me fix that for you. Alrighty. So we are now at the point where the Yankees got to just keep winning. They just got to keep winning no matter who they're playing. You know, good teams, bad teams. And we got a cat up here trying to get on screen. You can't afford any more like rest days or punt lineups. I mean, you've got to go full sprint from here on out. You're talking, what, 40-something games? 43 games, I think. You've just got to go balls to the wall over that period and, you know, beat whoever's in front of you. Good teams, bad teams. We got to continue to get starting pitching like we did tonight from Will Warren. I want to give him another shout out, give him a round of applause. Fantastic performance. And it would be nice if we could compile some hits rather than just relying on the long ball. We got a few comments here. We got Word Lifer says the cat is ready for their close-up. Lou Godbar says the stress-free Bednar close was refreshing. Yeah, Bednar looked good. I think you're going to see some of these guys start settling into their spots in the bullpen. I do think the bullpen will be much better down the stretch. You got to keep Devin Williams as far as you can away from games in which you could potentially lose. We saw what he did in a stress-free inning yesterday. 6th inning, down 4, struck out the side. Dominating. dominating. That needs to be his lane. You know, other guys have different lanes, different matchups. His lane needs to be, you got to eat up some innings when we're losing. That should be his lane. And don't stop at one inning. This guy's not coming back next year. He will not be a part of the Yankees next year. Abuse him. I'm saying give him 2 innings if you're losing. Give him 2 1/3. Hell, make him earn his paycheck. He has potentially cost the Yankees the postseason with his performance. So I say you got to just, you got to abuse him. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching. I'll be back hopefully on Pinstripe Territory soon. But please do subscribe to this channel and like the video, all that good stuff. And we'll see you next time. If you enjoyed this content, please hit that like button and subscribe. Check out NYYDesigns.shop for some great merch. Support our sponsors. It helps keep the show going. And you can find us on all major audio platforms, so be sure to subscribe there too. But most importantly, come back again soon. We'll see you next time.